Hello, I am Mathieu Rambaud, and in this brief announcement, I am going to introduce the paper Malicious Security Comes for Free in Consensus with Leaders. My co-authors are Marc Abspoll and Thomas Atema. The message of this talk is that short arguments of knowledge can reduce the communication size of distributed protocols. That in some cases, easier solutions exist from any black box threshold signature. And finally, I will give you a hint of how to construct these proofs of knowledge. Therefore, this video is suitable even for an audience allergic to Byzantine fault tolerance. We consider the problem of consensus between n players, P1 to Pn, of which T are maliciously corrupt. They are linked together by a message passing network, and the goal of the consensus is that all honest players output the same value. We simplify and assume that players have access to a global clock that ticks increasing integer numbers, denoted the phases. And in each phase, the clock designates a distinguished player called the leader of the phase. In every execution, they may or not exist an unknown time denoted as GST, such that after GST, we have the guarantee that the network is synchronous. Namely, there exists a small time delay, small delta relative to the execution, such that after GST, every message sent is delivered within small delta. Small delta is the unknown actual message delivery delay. Now, let me state the complexities, the complexities are measured from the point in time where, for the first time, there is a honest leader after GST. With respect to this measurement, we announce the first consensus protocol with both optimal latency of 6 times small delta, the actual network delay, optimal, of course, in the class of message linear protocols, and simultaneously, which has a communication complexity which is linear in the number n of players. Before I proceed, let me just comment on a specific term in the complexity, which is phi, the phase number in which a first honest leader is elected. In the normal case where GST equals 0, phi is small because if a leader is elected at random, then an expectation, the first elected leader, the expectation of this number is 4 divided by 3, 4/3. Now, how do we achieve our claims? To do this, we revisit the main complexity bottleneck in the existing old protocol, denoted PBFT. This happens in a sub-protocol denoted as phase change, in which each player starts with an input value between 0 and phi, the current phase number, and such that the goal of the phase change is that the leader sends to each player the maximum phi max of the inputs that he received from a quorum of 2t+1 players, along with a proof that phi max is indeed the highest reported input. How can the leader prove this? A naive solution consists in the leader forward to each player the 2t+1 signatures that he received from the players of the quorum, each signature testifying that his input he declares it to be phi I, but forwarding 2t+1 signatures to n players. This has quadratic communication complexity. How do we overcome this? The solution takes only one slide and paradoxically requires every player to send more information to the leader than previously. Now, every player is instructed to sign a testimony certifying for each value j between his input phi I and phi the current phase number. He signs the testimony, my input is lower than j. The leader, when he extracts the highest reported input, phi max, he must prove that this is indeed the highest reported input with small communication. How can he do this? The answer is under our eyes. Indeed, phi max is guaranteed to be a value such that all players reporting inputs lower than phi max did sign a testimony saying my input is lower than phi max. Let me repeat. The leader is guaranteed to receive 2t+1 identical messages saying my input is lower than phi max. But identical sign messages can be combined together with a small threshold signature. Therefore, the leader can combine this signature into one single signature that proves his claim that 2t+1 players did report an input lower than phi max. This concludes our claim. Now, let me mention that in the final version, we completely removed the dependency in phi with a more complex tool. We enabled the leader to prove knowledge that he did receive 2t+1 signed messages whose contents phi I were possibly different, but such that all these messages contents phi I are all lower than phi max. For the end of the talk, let me give an overview of how to construct this kind of proofs. Let me provide the simplest example where the message's contents are all equal. Proving knowledge of many signatures on the same message content implements a threshold signature without any need for a trusted setup. How can we do this simply? Let us observe that BLS signature consists in a string sigma I that satisfies a linear form in the world of bilinear groups. But proving knowledge of many sigma I satisfying n linear forms can be actually compressed and reduced to the task of proving only one single linear form on this commitment to all the sigma I. This is due to amortization technique that typically consider a random combination of all linear forms and prove that this combination holds on the same input. This concludes my talk. Thank you for your attention.